and their voice is huge. And I think that has to turn around. Christie is willing to do it. Dave Bing in Detroit so far is willing to step up to the plate. And I think ultimately if they find support, Detroit will turn around. But it takes people with guts to do that. So, and I think we have to be more clear in what we're fighting. We're not fighting the rank and file. That's what the leadership wants to portray. Those are our neighbors. Those are our friends. We're fighting the union leadership that says, I'm feathering my bed. Oh, by the way, it's because I'm helping these people. When in fact, they're willing to cut them loose in order to keep the process going. It'll be interesting to see what Christie does.
Yes.
He's a plain talker, that's for sure. That's kind of neat. That's a good question.
Is there any chance that the funding of ACLU hundreds of millions of dollars a year to reach out?
Congress cut when they had all of that bad information or the bad press, the truthful bad press about Acorn. They cut it out of the budget, but they slid it back in.
One branch of it.
It's been slid back in, and Acorn is going out under names now. And that's the eternal vigilance that's talked about being the price of liberty. We need to continue battling that. You know, this district.
That's what's ruining the country, the battle against Christianity for one thing. The ACLU is right on the church's neck.
But you know something? The ACLU cannot stand, or Acorn cannot stand against the majority of Americans if Americans stand up. And I truly believe that. You know, as I've talked to pastors, I've said, has the 501c3 become your idol? You're so fearful of talking the truth that you believe in. I'm not saying whether they're telling the truth or not. But you're so fearful of talking the truth that you believe in for fear of losing your 501c3 status that the liberal churches don't mind about, and the churches that Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton go into and speak fully and clearly, that you will walk away from speaking the truth. Well, you got to put up or shut up. You're going to have to educate your people that I'm willing, if necessary, to fight this issue and even lose in order to stand on principles that Jonathan Edwards and others used to stand up in this country at the early inception and say, we're going to fight for liberty. We're going to fight for the truth. ACLU couldn't stand if we stood. And Acorn couldn't either. Just think about what 3 people, a producer, and 2 college students who went into ACLU and found the dirt on them and took pictures and an audio. 3 people, what they did. Just think if America was up.
We're trying to take one nation under God out of the and God trust off the coin. I worked for a police officer for 16, 17 years. And we always refer to them as all criminals like us. And that's the truth.
Well,
but the government pay them all that money is.
And that's where citizens rising up and saying to their legislators, to their members of Congress, we will not accept that. We will not accept it, and we will remember in November.
What would you say, how would Mark Scheller reply to that? If you tell him that, he's there right now.
Well, he's dancing with those who brung it.
Yeah.
And Acorn, you know, they spent more to defeat me in this district. The liberal elements, Democrat Party, DCCC, Acorn, Organizing for America, George Soros, MoveOn.org, Michael Moore, all of that together, they spent more to defeat me than any other candidate in the nation. And we still did 10,000 votes better than the top particular. Only one other candidate in the nation did that. But they had that power. But only because